Hello everyone. These are the most confusing questions about Excel in job interviews. Okay, the trick in the interview is that the interviewer want to confuse you. The question will be very simple. The answer for that question will be very simple. But the interviewer, the trick in the interview is that he would like to confuse you. The question will be changed for you. Okay, you will don't know what is he talking about. So now let's move to these questions, these 12 questions which are the most common asked question in interviews. The first question is that what are common data formats in Excel and how are they used? Okay, the common data formats. So the first format of data in Excel is that number, and the number can be used as decimal or round values, can be used as percentage, can be used as dates. Okay, and the second format that we have, that is a string, the text, okay, that we can use. But the data types, we have 4 data types. Okay, these were the formats. The 4 data types are the number, string, logical, and error. So this was the first question. Now let's move to the second question, that is what is the order of operations used in Excel formulas? Okay, the order of operation in Excel formula. So the answer for this question is that the Excel formula uses VAMDAS. Okay, uses this shortcut. Okay, so it stands for, this acronym stands for parenthesis. First of all, it will for parenthesis, then exponents, then multiplication, then division, after that addition, and finally subtraction. Okay, so these were the shortcut that we have discussed. The third question is that explain VLOOKUP in common terms. Okay, so now let's move to the answer, that is VLOOKUP is a popular function of Excel that allows you to aggregate data across sheets and sheets into one place where it can be used to draw specific insights. For example, okay, you want to search in a data, okay, in a large big data sets, you want to search to find the data. So for that we are using VLOOKUP. Okay, like it means that VLOOKUP means that vertical lookup. Okay, so the first of all I told you the definition, and this is in the simple words. Okay, and the components of VLOOKUP is that first of all let's write, okay, VLOOKUP, for example, VLOOKUP, what we have, first of all, lookup value, okay, the value that we will search for. Then we have the table array, okay, where the data is existed, okay, the second component. And the third one is column index, for which column, okay, for example here are 10 columns, in which column you want to search, so you should specify the column number. And after that, the range lookup, that should be 0 or 1, okay, for just to find exact value, or to match with anyone, okay, true or false, that is. So this is the VLOOKUP function that we have used. Okay, now let's move to the fourth question, which is what are some limitations of VLOOKUP function? Okay, some limitations of that. So the answer for this question is that the major drawback for VLOOKUP is that it's easily broken. Okay, for example, shifting a column or adding a new column, so it impacts our formula, so we should reapply it. Okay, whenever we would like to shift a column or add in a column, so it means that we are impacting in our formula the index of our formula, so then we should reapply it. It was the major drawback of VLOOKUP function. Now let's move to the fifth question, which is how do you use a pivot table? Okay, how do you use a pivot table? So the answer is that a pivot table is an essential tool to summarize, aggregate, reorganize, sort, group, count, average, or compute data stored across a database. Okay, so these all functionalities can be performed using pivot table. It is just will summarize our data, organize our data. We will just change our data to a short form to understand very easily on that data. Okay, this is the summarized form of our data. Now let's move to the sixth question, which is that what is a spreadsheet? Okay, what is a spreadsheet? The answer is that a spreadsheet is a digital ledger for storing values. It contains rows and columns that make up cells where information can be held. Okay, this is a digital ledger for storing values. It has rows and columns, and where we can store like this. Okay, this is a spreadsheet with us rows and columns, and we are using it to store the values in these cells. Now let's move to the seventh question, which is what are common functions of Microsoft Excel? Okay, the common questions, the common functions, sorry, the common functions. The common functions used in Excel are mathematical functions like sum and degree. These are functions, okay, not formulas. These are functions, sum and degree. And logical functions which are like true or false. And date and time functions, index, match, and pivot tables. Okay, so these are common functions that I will tell you. Sum, degree, logical like true or false, date, time functions. Okay, so these are the basic functions of Excel. Now let's move to the 8th question, which is what is the ribbon in Excel? Okay, so the answer for this is the ribbon contains the Excel toolbar and shows usable item available in Excel. Like this is a ribbon with this, okay, for home menu, for insert, this one, okay, see this down, which has the items that we can select. Let's move to the 9th question, which is what is an Excel macro? So the answer is that macros allows user to automate simple repeating tasks and instructions. Macro can be written for use or record and played when needed. Like for example, you want to perform a task, you need to some task that is repeating again and again, and you are recording that using macro. Whenever you record it, so then you can simply use that wherever you need that. Okay, you need for example operations, some operation and expression you would like to perform. First of all, you record that using macro, then you can use that wherever you need that. Okay, very easily, just by simple clicking a button or just an option, a shortcut. Okay, so this is the usage of macro. Now let's move to the 10th question, which is what are charts in Excel and how are they used? Okay, the charts are graphical representation of data in Excel. They show data insights like relationships and trends in a way that's easy to use and understand. Okay, the charts is just a graphical representation which is very easily to understand about the data of us. Okay, how it is going on, and we can just, it is just used in reporting, okay, to create a report. Now let's move to the 11th question, which is name the 2 macro language in Excel. Okay, name the 2 macro language in Excel. So we are using VBA is the most commonly used macro language in Excel today, and however the earlier version of Excel macro was XLM. Let's move to the last and final question, and 12th question, which is how do you lock a worksheet to prevent people from editing it? Okay, how do you lock a worksheet? So to lock that, for that we will move to the review tab. So here we will just protect our sheet or protect our workbook. So by pressing this, so we can assign a password, so we will protect it. So it was all about these 12 questions. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and like this video and comment down. Thanks for watching.